Anissa, check now. Oh, go on my page. You'll see it, man. The first video, man. They'll say live. If you can't, come up here if you can't, man. I can't. Oh, I'm listening, man. Yeah, is this Mike listening? Can y'all hear me? Come on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Damn, my teeth look mad white. All right, what's up? Yeah, man, this is gonna be hard. We said loud and clear. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. You gotta trial and error. You gotta take risks in life. That's a shameless plug to my previous video. Mara, what's up? Old dude Wisdom, what's up? Jasheen, what's up? I move this light. This is listen. All right, we in here. YouTube journey, bad habits. Coach Kev, am I clear? Do I look clear? Jashim, what's up? Jashim, I replied to your thing. I didn't know what you were asking me. I didn't know if you were asking me to sign up myself or to sign you up. I was confused. I'm gonna do it, but I just didn't know what you meant, like by the stuff you sent me on Instagram. HB, what's good? Princess Roja, what's good? Is it Roja? I don't know if it's Roja or Roja. Sorry if I messed it up. If it's Roja or Roja. Ryan, what's up? So that mic that I showed you guys before my last video, I didn't even use that. I bought a totally different one. I didn't like it. All right, I got you. I'm going to do it after this, Jashim. I'm going to do it right after this. All right, we're going to just get started. Let's get started. So what's up, Kiara? So, like, when I read people's names, don't be mad if I'm messing it up. I'm only going by, like, I'm assuming how the name is pronounced. So it could be Kiara or Kiara, because they pronounce that different ways. Second arm from so Roja, if I was right. I have a normal name like Kevin, so you can't really mess that up, Kevin. But all right, so we're gonna talk about our YouTube journeys. This is my first live stream. So pretty much everybody right now who's in the chat, you can talk amongst yourself. You can answer questions. You do it, ask me questions, whatever you want. I'm just gonna go on this little quick introduction, just give you a backstory about my YouTube journey from start to finish to like where I'm at right now, and then just we can get into discussions. questions, whatever you want. But I just want to just pretty much just like I wanted to create this into something where it's a Friday. We all had like a long week and use this Friday to kind of take a deep breath and let it all out and get prepared for the weekend. So hopefully this can turn into something like that. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go with it. So quick backstory about like I said, if you guys just leave in the chat. First of all, if you guys can like too, just hit the like button. That helps out, I heard, with these live streams. And then if you can just leave in the chat where you're at in your YouTube journey right now. Like, are you happy where you're at? Were you wishing you were at a better place? Is this the growth that you wanted? Is this everything that you wanted with YouTube? Is this what you expected? Like everything like that. Whatever you want to just talk about when it comes to your personal YouTube journey, because I know we all have kind of different stories to tell when it comes to YouTube. Just you can leave that in the chat. And like I said, after I'm done giving my quick little backstory about me, then we can discuss that stuff. So that makes sense. Adrian, what's up? Adrian and Nico. Why do you have two names, Adrian and Nico? Is it because is that two people? Is it just you? Cause I know it's more than one person in your videos, but I know you're Adrian. Victory, what's up? Mover Jen, what's up? All right, so we'll get into it. So pretty much for me, when it comes to YouTube, so how I started with YouTube is I first just randomly, I didn't have a channel to post anything. I just had a channel to look up basketball drills and look up different basketball highlights and stuff like that. So I really wasn't on YouTube looking to post or create or do anything like that. And that's how I started, started with my channel. And then I got to a point where I was following this person called Devin Williams. And he called himself 10,000 hours. So he went by the 10,000 hour rule, whereas I might be messing this up, but it takes 10,000 hours for you to master something or master a skill or master something like that. So he went with that. And what he was a videographer and a basketball trainer. And his first video he did like a vlog style video. And the first video he did was him. It was like a day in the life of him walking around and training these two Filipino kids. And I thought that was just so coincidental when I watched the video, because I was just getting into basketball training. And the first two girls that I was dealing with that asked me to train them were two Filipino girls. So I was like, man, this got to be fate. So that kind of sparked my interest in like creating a video like that on YouTube and putting it out like that. But I didn't do anything. I just ended up staying and just doing what I was doing. So he had a series with that. So he went on the series. He's up to something like 12 episodes now. But I want to say when he got to about 6 episodes is when I was like, you know what? I finally told myself, you know what? With the girls I'm coaching. First of all, I had a good team by this time. So the girls I was coaching with are now 9th graders when this was happening. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go all in and I'm going to try to make a video just like he made his video. So I went in, I did it. So I found my friend who is good with the visuals. He's never done basketball. He usually does like music videos, short films and skits and stuff like that. So this was a challenge for him. So he was mad interested in doing it to himself. So we decided to put out this vlog. So that's my first vlog that you guys always see me promoting, like my first ever vlog. That's what it was. The goal for that vlog, or the goal for the whole thing, was to become a series. I wanted to do at least 3 episodes of that, of me coaching with the girls, where you guys would follow me along. Like we go to Kentucky, we go to Chicago, we go to Atlanta, we go to so many different places. So I know that it was going to be a lot of opportunity for me to make footage and create videos. But long story short, it ended up not happening. So things happened, whatever happened, and we were only able to put out the one vlog. And when it came to the point of me wanting to continue and do like other vlogs or whatever the case may be, it was like hard to get in touch with him. We just couldn't set up the schedule. Like our times just weren't working. It just wasn't like working out. And I know you guys notice sometimes I put in my intro that blue intro where I'm like dribbling the ball and I'm in blue. It's like blue visuals. Well, that was supposed to be the beginning of the second vlog that we were going to do together. And it was going to be more based on me and about like me growing up and me, like how I got into coaching and stuff like that. And what our plan was going to be is we were going to get a younger kid that looked like me, then a kid that was in high school that looked like me. And then we would create a video that kind of looked like, this is how I begun as a child. Then I grew up to high school and now me, like right now, we were like, had an idea like that. But like I said, it never panned out. And then I was at the point where I was like, okay, I don't ever want to be in a situation like where I'm totally relying on somebody else to create something. So I was like, why don't I just learn? Like I was right then I was probably like a intermediate video editor. And like, this was this January. This is when I decided and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go all in with YouTube. I am going to try to create stuff. And I'm like, because my mentality was like, I'm literally sitting here watching other people on YouTube and thinking to myself, I can do what they're doing. Not to say that what they're doing isn't good or I can do it any better, but it's just the fact that like, I'm very competitive like that. And I'm like, I have the ability to do, if I learned, I had the ability to do what they're doing. So I was like, all right, this January, I'm going to go 100% all in with YouTube, everything I got, and let's see where it goes. So January. So right now I'm at like, I want to say I'm at like 50, not 50. I'm at like probably 150 subscribers, something like that. I don't know. But you got to think about it. Most of my subscribers were kids because when I put out the first vlog, I was telling all my girls and kids, I was like, go to your schools and tell these kids to follow Kilder. We're about to put out this crazy video. It's going to be fire. Tell them. So half of them don't even, so me trying to start a YouTube channel, they're not following me no more. They don't care about what I'm posting like that. So it was only supposed to be like for the series that we were trying to create. So January comes and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start going all in. And then I was like, I'm not going to look at anything. I'm just going to put out a video every other day. So I started putting out a video every other day. I really didn't even know like what I was going for. I was just putting out, like, if you guys see my first couple of videos, they were awful. I was just putting out like stuff like me meditating. Let's go. One of my videos is like me sitting here, like close my eyes, meditating, like listening to words. It's like, it's crazy. It's hilarious to look back at. But I didn't know what I was doing. But in my mind, I was like, something's going to catch on. So I was like, my whole mentality was so bad with YouTube. I was thinking that I'm going to make one video and one of these videos is going to get like 1 million views. And then that's it. I'm good. And I'm good to go for the rest. That's what my mentality was going into YouTube. So as you can assume, when that didn't happen, I was like devastated. That first month, so January to February, that first month when I probably went up 5 subscribers, if that, maybe in a month, maybe 5. I might be pushing. I might even got 3 or 2. Like, it was bad. So I was like, I sat back. So this is now the beginning of February. I was like, man, is this really something that I want to do anymore? Like, is YouTube, like, I was like, I said I want to go all in, but it's just not, I'm not getting like the feel, the love. Like, I feel like I'm putting out not great content, but it's decent enough where it should be getting some views. That was my mentality. And then tragically, Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the other people in the helicopter passed away. So this is like the middle of February. So I was like, you know what? So if you guys know anything about Kobe, his mentality was always, well, it's funny. You got Kobe right there. Always watching my back. His mentality, they call it Mamba mentality. So to make it in layman terms, what Mamba mentality, and this the simplest way to put it is that Kobe was the person that everybody, you would look at and be like, why does he work so hard? Like, doesn't he have a life? Like, all he does is basketball. Like, doesn't he have anything else to do but basketball? Like, we would look at him like crazy, but he was just that committed to being the best he could in basketball. So it was kind of, to him, it was normal, but to others, it might seem weird. But that was like the mentality that he gave off through his whole career. And when they passed away, I was like, man, this is just a sign for me to go 100% in on YouTube. I was like, there's no more what ifs. There's no more, oh, I'm not seeing this growth, I'm going to stop. I was like, I'm going to go 100% in YouTube. So I decided to go 100% in YouTube. I was like, that's it. I'm going 100%. So my first goal in the beginning of January was 10,000. So I was like, 10,000. I was like, I'm going to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's not realistic, but I was shooting for the stars. And then I was like, you know what? Let me make it 8 to 10,000 just to, because if I get to 8,000, that's Kobe's number is 8. So I was like, 8 would still be good. So I was like, 8 to 10,000. So I changed it up a little bit when Kobe passed away. And then I would say from that time to like Mother's Day, like right before Mother's Day. So from that time there, I was seeing growth, but it still wasn't coming like as quickly as I thought. I still wasn't going to stop though, because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give 100% into YouTube and at least give it 1 year. I was like, I'm going to at least give it 1 year, one whole year. And I'm not one whole year of seriously giving it my all with each video I put out, with trying to get better, learn everything about it. Like give it 1 year. And then I'll look back a year and I'll reassess where I'm at and then see if it's something I want to continue to do. And so around Mother's Day now it comes up, and like I said, I'm not seeing the growth that I want, and I stumble upon my good friend Vince Lou's video. So one of them where he was talking about the community, building the community and commenting on others. So my whole mentality going into YouTube before I even saw Vince's video and all this stuff was always like, I'm not trying, not to say I won't support others, but I'm thinking that people are just going to catch on to what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to put out videos, and eventually it's going to start snowballing. People are going to start catching on like, oh, this guy makes videos, but that's actually not how it works. It's like building the community is single-handedly the biggest attribute to my YouTube growth. So like I said, I saw Vince Lou's video on that, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to start implementing that strategy where I go on Vince's videos, look through his comments section, then I'll click on video, like whatever like I would be interested in, click on it, watch, comment, all that stuff, leave a good comment, and watch the whole videos and all that good stuff. So that was around right before Mother's Day. So then right at Mother's Day, I got to 200, and that's when I made that video for getting to 200 subscribers, and shout out to Gigi Bryan and all that stuff, because she wore the number 2. So then from Mother's Day so now my goal is like, okay, I'm at 200, and now I'm starting to see progress because of Vince's strategy. I'm starting to see progress. So I was like, all right, so I'm at 200 now. So I was like, now let me make some more realistic goals. So I was like, my goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Now I'm thinking about it. I was like, okay, let's see if I can get to 1,000 by the end of the year. And then I was like, if I can get to, I got 3 numbers. I was like, if I can get to 500, I'll know that things are starting to work and things are going in the right direction. I was like, if I can get to 800, I'm like, okay, I'm right there next to 1,000. So now I know that, okay, this is the right track. And I was like, if I can get to 1,000, I'm like, all right, now it's time to really dig it. Like, this is what I'm here to do. Like, now I got this. So from Mother's Day to, I want to say the middle of June, I think I got to 500 by like the middle of June. So I was surprised by that, because my goal was to get to 500 by my birthday, July 31st. So I got to 500 middle of June. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this really, I was like, I went from like getting 10 subscribers a month to like going up to from 200 to 300, 200 to 500, just like that. So I was like, okay, like we hit something here. So I'm at 500 now, middle of June, and then so I'm like, okay, let me get to 800 by my birthday, so I can be like, yeah, it's my birthday, and shout out to Kobe because I got to 800. So I'll be like, we could do all that together. So then I look, and it's like July like 5th or like something like that, and I'm like, man, I'm already at 800. I'm like, I was like, that's out of the window. So I'm like, okay, now this growth is like starting to come. So now I'm starting to think that since I'm at 800 now, and it's like early July, I'm like, if I keep down this road and I don't like change up or slip up, whatever, I should be able to get to 1,000 before the year is over. And then I hit 1,000. When did I hit it? Like early August or something, like August 12th. I don't know the number, whatever. August 10th, something like that. So then once I hit that, I was like, okay, this is it. Like we're here to stay. Like this is gonna be like something that I'm really gonna try to do. And now my goal is to try to get monetized by the end of the year. So instead of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, now it's try to get monetized by the end of the year. So that's my quick little YouTube journey. So right now, where I'm at with YouTube, I am excited to where I'm at. If I were any advice, you got to push through those early stages, those tough times, because with anything you want to do great, you're always going to have tough times. And just know that your success is right around the corner. And like they say, the saying that a lot of people quit when the success is like right in arm's reach. So you just got to know. Like I said, I'm happy with the growth. Once I got to 1,000, I kind of fell back with the outreach. Like Vince, I think, said this before. Dimitri said this before, like about falling back with the outreach. But I want to challenge myself now more with buying new equipment, like upgrading, doing everything I can to upgrade what I put out there and the content that I make. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. Man, this is mad comments. Jesus. Yeah. We're very happy with how great the YouTube community. Definitely, Ryan. Ryan. That's a great comment because I would not have guessed that coming into this that we would literally like build a community of people that from so many different places, from Europe, Australia, from California. I'm in Jersey. I'm in Virginia right now, but I'm from Jersey, Chicago, DC. Like it's crazy. If you would have told me that this is what YouTube is creating with other small channels and growing all together, then I would have laughed. But it's definitely been a great experience so far. Eden Tokyo, what's up? Definitely, Justine. My videos, I don't even want to look back at them. They're so bad. It's like awful. It's a story to tell, though. Definitely, Ryan. Yes, Jen. Getting comfortable in front of the camera is definitely tough. But I'll give you some advice, Jen. So, well, I might not be necessarily advice, but like anything great. So I play basketball, and when I first started, I'm not gonna just come on the basketball court and be a great shooter. Like I'm gonna first start off. I'm gonna struggle shooting. The only way I get better shooting is to do what? Shoot. I gotta continue to shoot until I get better at shooting. So with recording and talking in front of the camera, you literally have to talk in front of the camera and just continue to talk in front of the camera until you get better at talking in front of the camera. Like I still slip up a lot. Like you guys see my outtakes. It's so hard to like say proper and just talk properly like all the time. But the more you talk on the camera, and I heard people say this, and this is so true, is the less you notice the camera in front of you. You start talking, and then you forget that there's like a camera. You're just so focused on talking and speaking and just trying to get whatever you got to get like off your mind. But that's my advice for you. Just keep speaking and keep talking. You'll get there eventually. Definitely, Jax. Rest in peace, Kobe. 8:24. Yep. That's why I did 8 o'clock, guys. That's why I told you I did 8 o'clock today, because I wanted to rep the big Cobster. Hey, Dandy Bambi, what's up? I will be going to your live, Dandy Bambi, tonight. She has a live. Dandy Bambi has a live at, put it in the chat. I think I'm right, 11 o'clock, right? Or not 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock my time. I'm not sure, Dandy Bambi. You gotta tell him. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, Vince Lou. Vince Lou is like the he's gonna be the guy we make you know how like in like wars where they make like statues for people. Like Vince Lou is gonna be standing there like with a statue, like we're gonna be like following him. He's gonna be like this with like his hand like onward or something like that. Onward. Vince Lou is definitely a trendsetter. He definitely pioneered this community stuff. Yeah, the modern day Lewis and Clark. Yeah, that's definitely that's hilarious. 7. So it's seven, but it's 7 Eastern. It's 7 Eastern, right? Oh no, 7 Pacific, 11 Eastern. I remember I was no 10. Sorry, 3 hour difference. Is that 7 Eastern or Pacific? Pacific. I said Pacific time. Kev, what's up? I don't even want to read anymore like Kev's kind. I know Kev is just talking nonsense. Support from Australia, Empower. Yes, that's what I mean. We have people supporting for so many places. It's crazy. Vince, I'm at like one. Last time I checked, I checked last week. I was like 1,100 or something like that. 1,200, 1,000, just a little over 1,000. I was for my watch hours. Still got the taste of chicken and poutine. What? Huh? Chicken and what? Jax, what are you talking about? Chicken and poutine. Poutine? Thank you, Mara. I will. Yes, Kiara, I agree. Yes, facts. Yep. Audio sounds crisp. It does, yeah. I was hoping. I got a nice deep baritone voice. I want you guys to get all that. How did you manage sub for sub invites in your Okay, empowered personal growth. That's a great question. So that's one thing I forgot to say too. So in the beginning, I was given some bad advice to make this like paragraph, whatever, and send it out to everybody I know and just anybody who connects with me on social media and put blah, this is Coach Kev, or this is whatever. I'm a new up and coming YouTuber. Can you help me on my way to getting 1,000 subscribers? Sub for sub. If you sub for me, I'll sub for you. Like I was doing that, and then eventually, after about a week of doing that, I sent it to somebody, and they were like, their first message back was, this is not the best way for you to gain subscribers. So I was like, I didn't know because I thought I wasn't even into it. I was just throwing out anything people would say who had a lot of subs or whatever. I just listened to what they said and just did it. And then they were like, yeah, that's not the best way. And then they told me like to be more authentic. And it's not about asking them to sub for your channel. It's more so about just telling them like, so my way of asking is now like, check out my channel if you have time, or even if it's something you're not interested in, you could show it to somebody who you think would be interested in. So it's your wording. That's what everything in life is. The way you come off with is your wording. People don't want to hear like, just come sub to my channel like if they don't know you like that. Like I'm saying, like I know we say it on our videos, but I mean like if we're just continually sending messages like sub. If that makes sense. I hope that answered your question. And so now sub for sub invites is over. Ever since I stopped sending it myself, once you say sub for sub, it's over. Let's delete it. Dandy Bambi, I have over 1,000, right over 1,000, like 1,100 watch hours, something like that. Carrie, yeah, the love is real. This is crazy. We're like I literally wish that YouTube would make something where like if somebody wanted to ask a question like in video or like live right now, I can click on their names and then they would come up and pop up on my screen, and my screen would like half of them, and they'd be like, hey, what up? It's Coach Guy. This is yeah. I'd be mad. Like, nope. If they do make that, I copyrighted that too, so they gotta pay me money, YouTube. Kevin said, I can't. You know what's funny, Kevin? I sometimes like that too. It's hard. Like when we do videos, we edit, we record, we do so much goes into making a video. I get tired of looking at myself. I'm just sitting here literally looking at me say the same word a million times. Like, oh my gosh, I keep saying this. And then I have to go to editing it. Then I'm like, just looking at the same eye movements, the same lip movements. I'm like, man, it's hard. Like once I put the video out on YouTube, I'm like, this video, I'm done. I don't even look at that video no more. I'd be done. So Kevin, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm the same way. I send mine to Kevin to edit. That's what I should do. I should everybody here, everybody in the chat, when you're done with your video, just send it to Kevin and Kevin will edit it. Maybe that'll help him get sponsored. We'll help him get sponsored. We'll make sponsored videos and he can just edit it. What's up, Burpee Yoga? Burpee Yoga is the best. We always talk basketball. On our videos, with me and Burpee Yoga, we'll have videos about like I'll make a video about like my Amazon video about what I bought on Amazon, and he'll ask me about like Chris Paul or the Clippers or something like that. We always talk basketball. It's great. Yeah, Vince, that's exactly. Try to pretend the camera's a friend. Yeah, the camera's not gonna hurt you. It's there to help you. But like you said, you even said this before, Vince. Like talking to the camera, like all this is just gonna help your communicating skills and at it, or as great as I can be. Yeah. So Dandy Bambi at 7 p.m. East Pacific. Pacific. Is it Pacific? Pacific Standard Time. All right. Yeah. So that's 10 o'clock Eastern for me. I'll be there. Menzel. See, I don't know how to pronounce it. Manels. I know it has an accent because I know you're Hispanic. Yeah, and like Vince said, no, move gen. That's exactly right. Because with live streams, at least I don't have to edit and go back, and I don't have to like go like. So this is Coach Kev. Today I'm going to. Oh God. What's up, everybody? It's Coach Kev. Today I'm going to be. Oh my gosh, I've been here frustrated. Like, what is going on? I can't even say my name, Coach Kev. It's so annoying sometimes. At least with this, I can mess up and we just on to the next one. It's moving. Uh, let's go. And so it's gonna say Vince Lou, the pioneer, the YouTube community pioneer, and on the bottom it's gonna say like in writing, "Let's go!" And he's gonna be pointing forward. Hilarious. Kevin, you're hilarious. How do you run 500 miles one step at a time? That's perfect. You can't say it any better than that. Rose, thank you for joining. Vince Lou is the president. Everybody, it's like Vince Lou is like the person everybody knows. Like, oh, who? Vince Lou? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, and you just go everywhere. Like, oh, you know Vince Lou? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like that guy. Shine, what's up? Is it Floor Angel or Floor? Like the same thing. I don't know how to like. I don't want to mess up you guys' names, like your real names. What's Putang? What do you guys talk about? I thought you like Putang. I thought you were making a joke. I don't know, Jashim. I can't hear myself. How are you liking it? That's the better question. How are you liking the mic? I'm not sure. It's a good angle. I'm about to turn into like a recording artist. I'm gonna start rapping, flowing. I loved your amazing. Your say that you're such an amazing person and love your energy so much. You're the best. It's because we're East Coasters. I'm right by you. I'm Jersey, so we here. It's the East Coast, baby. We're not all bad. I know we get a bad rap. Jashim could be a little bad though. These are super changes. Watch out. Yes, Vince, it will. Like 5 years. He said like 5 years ago. The Vince, so Kev and Vince, when you guys make those videos of yourselves, like how you guys looked in the past, I like crack up. Vince with the blonde hair, and then Kev, you just look so. Everybody looks so different. Like, but like you see, I both said, I wish I kept like those memories, man. Dang, I wish I did. 'Cause I had some memories. Whew. Uh, Kev, can you put me on Love Island? I want Kev to put me on one of those too. Kev, you gotta find a way to put me like on a NBA basketball court, like in a game, like where I'm playing and I'm doing moves and I'm crossing people up like real NBA players. Yeah, I'm mad far behind. Yeah, this is too many comments. I can't even like make this is just too much. Everybody said to say, how the heck do you keep up? I gotta, sorry guys, I gotta go past. Yeah, this is too much. I might have to. I gotta go down, guys. I gotta start. Yeah, this is too much. Um, yeah, yeah, that would be crazy. So, another thing I wanted to quickly talk about, yeah, because these comments is flying in, is the bad habits video that I made the other day. And I quickly went into about how I used to bite my nails as a kid and how I got over that with putting the rubber band on my wrist and snapping it. So I just want to quickly talk about and if you guys have any bad habits or anything you're working on right now or any advice for people trying to get over a bad habit, you can leave that in the comments too. But so for me, one of my habits that I was working on is being an active listener. And it's funny because I was just on a call the other day with Jashim, and looking back on it, I was awful at active listening. I'm like saying responses before he's like, it's so bad. Like I have to literally next time I speak to somebody, I'm literally gonna focus on listening, and I'm not gonna say a word until that pause where I know it's time for me to chime in. Like I really got to get better with that. So what I found a way that helps me get better at active listening is looking people directly in the eye. So it is definitely weird in the beginning, like to literally talk to somebody and then just stay there and stare in their eyes is definitely like can be weird in the beginning stages. And I'm not saying you're just gonna sit there and just look in their eyes crazy like that, but I mean just like focus on their eyes while they talk. And I've noticed that a lot of people will like you'll look in their eyes and whatever, and they will quickly like do that glance or look this way. Like it's hard for people to like consistently look into each other's eyes. But I feel like that helps with active listening because then you really like focus and hone in on what they're saying more because you're like in a state of just like you and the other person talking, if that makes sense. So a quick story for me is when I first started coaching the girls that I put the videos out about, I remember I was so confident going in. It was my first real like head coaching experience, and I thought I had all the answers. So I thought I knew like what to do already going in and everything like that. And I was like, man, I played basketball. I was good at basketball. Man, coaching is gonna be simple. This is my mentality going in. So I'll never forget. So they're seventh graders. I'm going in seventh graders. So I walk into the gym. This is the first practice. I've seen them before, but they didn't know I was their head coach. So this is them now figuring out that I'm their head coach. What happened was their actual head coach, his job took him to Texas. So the person who runs the program was like, do I want to coach them? And I was like, yeah. And they were a good team. So I was like, I definitely want to coach them. And I walk into the gym, and I'll never forget this. I walk in, and I'm like, did somebody turn off the lights in here? I'm like, I feel like you know how in the movies or in like the opera and stuff like that, where the spotlight is just on you and then everything is dark. I'm literally in the gym and I'm like, yo, I feel like every step I take, the light is just beaming on me. So I'm like, okay. So that's my first sign of okay, I'm a little nervous, a little anxious. So then I remember I walked towards the girls. So it's a big gym, huge gym. We have it's a high school gym, three different basketball, not courts, but courts, three different courts, like right next to each other in the gym. So we're practicing all the way at the end. So I have to walk past everybody. It's loud in there, bunch of teams, girls screaming, coaches screaming. So I'm like, okay. So my practice is about to start. So the director, Lance Miller, he introduces me like, okay, this is Coach Kev. He's going to be your new coach. This is the first time them hearing this and knowing this. So I look at the girls and I'm like, I'm like, what the hell do I say? I'm like, I don't know what to say. So I'm thinking, because I had everything planned out. Like, I know what I'm going to say. I'm in it. So right when he introduced me, I was like, I'm like looking, I'm like, yeah, girls, I'm your new coach. Yeah, we're gonna have a great season. Let's get to it. The practice right now. So yeah, let's start warming up. Like that's literally how it was. I don't know what I was saying. I felt like the parents were looking at me. I felt like in the shows where something happens in the movie and then everything stops. So the music is playing mad loud. Everybody's talking, and then you're about to talk, and then everything just stops. And that's what I felt like. I felt like everybody just stopped and looked at me and seen what I was gonna say. I was like so embarrassed. But that the reason I'm telling that story is because coaching these kids helped me become a better communicator because it like I use that strategy on them too, with like looking them in their eyes and really trying to listen and hear what they're trying to say and what they're trying to talk about. But so that's why I told you that quick story. But I'll never forget that. But from that point on, it got more comfortable. Just like with anything, you just get more comfortable as you go on. But anything you start with, whether it's YouTube, whether it's a new job, whether you move to a new state or a new city or a new town or whatever the case would be, or if you start a new profession or anything like that, the beginning stages are always the toughest. And no matter how like ready you think you are, there's no better teacher than experience. So you just don't know. Like it's tough. Like I hate when people uh I'm starting from the bottom. Yeah, I can't go back up. Sorry, guys. This is just you guys are killing this chat. You're destroying it. Could you guys also, yeah, if you weren't here in the beginning, if you could hit that like button, I heard that helps out. You know how YouTube asks us to do a lot, man. But what is YouTube doing for us? We gotta do so much for you, YouTube. What are you doing for us? Uh. Kev, what's your favorite basketball game you've seen live? Okay, so Kev, I went to so I follow guys. Chris Paul, like Chris Paul is my favorite player. So everywhere he went, I followed and watched him play. So he started on the New Orleans Hornets. I went to New Orleans, watched him play. He got traded to the LA Clippers. I went to LA, watched him play. Did not get to see him in Houston because he stayed there like a year and a half, so it was too quick, so I couldn't get him. And right now he's OKC, but I don't know if he's going to be there for the long run. So when I see where he's going to retire at and be for the long run, I'll go visit that place and go see him play one last time. So Kevin, to answer your question, is the LA Clippers, and this is one of the best experience I've ever had because I got to see Kobe Bryant live. I'll never forget the sound. So it was the Clippers against the Lakers, and it was crazy. If you guys look up this game, Blake Griffin, who plays for the Clippers, dunked twice on Pau Gasol, and I've never been in a building that was that loud. Like literally, it was when he dunked on Pau, like the whole place was shaking. It was the craziest feeling. Also, me and my girlfriend at the time were they put us on the Jumbotron, which was cool. We got to dance and we got to take a picture with this LA reporter. His name is J.A. Adande. He's a big time reporter out there. So we got to take a picture of him. But that was my best experience, Kev, at a basketball game. Kobe had a cool 31. You wouldn't even have known Kobe had 31 like that. Kobe was just scoring mad easily. Like I was like, at the end of the game, I was like, damn, Kobe had 30? It's crazy. I don't know what poutine is. Maybe I'm. These guys talking about French fries, gravy. That's what I love about the chat. Everybody's just talking about like it's just a great way for everybody to kind of get off that like we don't have to freaking comment and like make the perfect comment on each video. We can just talk. Like it's like we're all here just chatting. Or you coaching a player? I don't know what that means, Jasheen. I'm gonna catch up. I'm catching up. Okay. When's COVID? Danny, you got a finger in your mouth? That's hilarious. Yeah, definitely, Jen. This gets cold outside. You're better than me. Once it gets cold outside, you don't see me. Snow, all that stuff, and Coach Cav is nowhere to be found. My BS life, what's up? I said poutine. I thought they said poutine. Okay, that's what Jax. You said, what's the biggest fear you've had to overcome? Man, so my biggest fear. This might be very what's the word? This might be very like for lack of a better word, simple, very ordinary. But my biggest fear is the fear of being average. I don't want to go around life being just another person. I've always had the mentality of wanting to stand out from everybody else. Everything I do, playing basketball, coaching basketball, YouTube, when I whatever I do for work, like everything I want, I don't want to just be like just one of the guys, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I always wanted to stand out. So that's what drives me. I get very like antsy if I'm at somewhere. So if I'm at a job for like 2 years, I start to feel like I'm not going anywhere and I have to leave that job or leave the situation and go try something else just to challenge myself. That's like where I'm at right now. That's what I love about YouTube because each day is like it's a new challenge. It's crazy. It's tough. But yeah, so that's my biggest fear to overcome is of not being average. But if you want to say like regular fears, I hate heights. Like heights are awful. But I'll do roller coasters and stuff like that, and I still fly in planes, but I don't like it, man. I don't like heights. But actually, I don't like heights, but I don't like water. Not water, but like the depths of the ocean. I'm scared of that too. I don't know which one's worse. Like I was watching something the other day and said, "What's a bit? What do you guys think? What's worse? Would you be like dying, not dying, but getting lost in outer space, or getting lost in like the depths of the ocean? Like which is worse? Like I think for me, like outer space sucks because you can't even hear. You can scream as loud as you want, and nobody hearing you out there. But then I'm so scared of the ocean. I don't like what if them crazy things. What if there's I don't even know what you call them. What do you call those that are those dinosaur thingies down there? I don't know. I'm just ranting. How do you keep up with all the YouTube comments and supporting others? It's definitely tough, Jen. Once you get like the more you grow, it's tough to keep up with everything. But I just focus on like keeping a schedule as good as I can. So my schedule kind of is like I'll pick a time. I put a block of time where all I do is watch everybody's videos and then comment on them. And then I'll pick a time where I reply to everybody who commented on my videos. And then one of the biggest things that is helping me right now since I got to 1,000 is, which may sound crazy, is I use Saturday as a nothing day. I do nothing on YouTube on Saturday. The only thing I do on Saturdays is I'll watch everybody else's videos and I'll comment on your videos. That's it. But for me, I do nothing YouTube related for myself on Saturday. I feel like that's a way for me to get my mind off of, oh, I got to make this video. I got to change it. I got to change it. And just at least one day where I don't have to focus on that. But it's definitely tough. But like anything, Jen, if you really want to do something, you can find a way. And you just got to find a way. I know, but once you get to like a high number, it's impossible because you're getting like, I can't imagine replying to 20,000 comments. Like that's insane. But where we're at right now, I think we can still do it. Kev, you just asked me that favorite ball game. I just told you the Clippers game, Clippers Lakers. I don't even talk about baseball. I ain't going to baseball, and I've never been to a football game. That's one. Actually, I'm lying. I went to the Cowboys Giants game this past year. The Cowboys won too. I was happy. Thank you, Kirby. Love you, Coach. Love all you guys. Thank you, Daniel. Kobe was a legend. Yes, he was. He said, Josh James said aliens. Yeah, double team the stream. This is just too much. And this is not, it was only 16, like 16 people. I can imagine doing a stream with like 100 people. I can't look at everybody's thing. You're just going to have to miss it. I'll just have to it's just too much. You're right. It's going to have to, we're going to start doing something where we all like do like dual lives. I think that would be dope. We just do dual lives, and then, like you said, one of us looks at the comments. One of us, you can do like moderators. Somebody can be like a moderator, like do all that stuff. What would your career be if you weren't doing basketball? I'm soccer, baby. I was nice in soccer. You don't know about me. Ask somebody. Ask somebody who knows. I was nice in soccer. This man was nice. I should be in Europe right now. Soccer was soccer was the sport. I never had to practice soccer. I was just that good. I was just give me the ball. I just kick it and go past everybody and score. I love soccer too. So till this day, I still watch it. I love soccer. BS says slipping on the BS Life said my biggest fear is slipping on the stairs and knocking my teeth out. That is hilarious. You're yo, I love my BS Life. Some of you guys, some of your videos, like I look forward to everyone's, but some of your videos, when before I watch it, I already know I am gonna be dying of laughter. Just something you say or do. You guys, it is just so funny the things that you guys do on this video, and it's just you being it's your personality shining, and I love it. It's hilarious. And BS Life, you're definitely one of those people. Yeah, the ocean is worth. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's especially with aliens. You're crazy. The coach got me dying. I'm trying, man. He said everybody pause this comment. It's mad comments, man. I feel bad if I miss them because I know how it is if you comment and then the person doesn't like say just skips over. Like I've been on bigger channels and been in like lives, and then I'll make like great comments. Like my comments, I'm like, yo, this is a great comment. And then they'll comment on the one like below that one and above mine. I'll be like, bro, you didn't just see my comment? It's crazy. It's comedy, man. I have the Atomic Habits too. I haven't read it yet. I haven't started reading it yet. I'm gonna open it up soon. And actually, I had this. This just came in the mail. So I'm gonna start learning about people, the laws of human nature. I'm gonna start reading people's body language out here. Coach Kev is gonna be one step ahead of everybody. Why basketball over soccer? I got you, Kev. I'm gonna give you the short answer, but I got you. You're gonna see a real answer. I got you, Kev. I promise I got you. It's a long story, Kev. I got you though. You'll be happy when I give you this answer. He said finally somebody mentioned soccer. I love soccer. I ain't gonna lie, I love soccer. We look forward to your video. But I'm like Kev too. Sometimes I do my videos, I put it out and I be like, damn, this video sucked. I thought it was way better than what I thought. I'm like, this is not as good as I thought. In my mind, it looked great. And then when I put it out, I'm like, yeah, this ain't worked the way I thought it was. But you're always harder on yourself. I did, Jax. I think I caught up. Yeah, so for this last like 5 minutes or so, we'll go for like an hour. You guys just question and answers. We'll just go straight. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Talk about real quick. So you go questions. Anything you want? A favorite book of all time? Man, that's tough. Man, I have so many that I like. I think 11 Rings. 11 Rings. I think it's called 11 Rings. I want to say 11 Rings by Phil Jackson. I think it's 11 Rings. He won 11, yeah. 11 Rings by Phil Jackson. That one, that's what made me like really be like, I want to be a basketball coach when I read that. I love that one. Thank you, Mara. Look forward to my videos. Had the greatest impact of my life. I think it was like because the beginning. So, Jax, what book had the greatest impact of my life? I would think is probably because when I never used to be a big reader. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't read books, but then I used to follow this person who would always be like, everybody wants to watch video and do all this, but nobody can sit there and like read a book and still and do all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me start reading books. And one of my first books was Think and Grow Rich. And Think and Grow Rich was like the beginning of the cycle of like personal development for me. I was like trying to better myself. What do the bracelets on your wrist symbolize? This one I got at the Muhammad Ali Center in Kentucky. I don't know where. I think it's Lexington, Kentucky. Not Lexington. I think it's in I don't know where in Kentucky we were at. I forget, but I think it was Louisville, Kentucky. I think it's at. I got it. It just says Muhammad Ali and it says confidence on it. I got that. I just had to get something. I went to the Muhammad Ali Center and I was like, I got to get something from here. I can't just leave here without it. And one of the pictures on my Instagram I took where he's behind me, Muhammad Ali's behind me. That was at the same place. That's a great place. If you guys are ever in Louisville, Kentucky, definitely go there. I recommend going to that place. That's a historic. You learn stuff about him that you didn't even couldn't believe, like the stuff that he went through. I hope so, Danny Mammy. I hope so. Do a book club. How does that work? I do a book club. So I'm gonna sit here and I sit here and talk about the book. Like I read the book and then I talk about it. Or did I read the book and like open it for discussion? How would that work? How's a book? I always hear book clubs, but I never actually totally understood what a book club is. You two trying to hold me down. It's like I got food poisoning in Louisville. Food poisoning is awful. Yeah, read to us, Coach Cam. You guys are hilarious. So I would sit here. So this is a book club. I'd be like, okay, everybody, you ready? Chapter 1, My Recovery. Mercifully, by the next morning, my breathing had rebounded. So what do you guys think about that? That feels like we're in school. So we're going to do it like that? It's like a book. That's hilarious. You're gonna sit here like legs crossed. That's what I think about when I hear book club. Is like somebody in the middle reading a book and everybody around them with their legs crossed and like their hands like this, like looking at them like ready, listening to every word. Read to us, Coach. You guys are hilarious. So, my recovery training. I hurt my back. So I hurt my lower back. So I just started. This week. I just started working out again this week. So I had to take a rest from the training, but I'm back at it now. I didn't hurt my back bad. I just tweaked it a little bit. And just want to make sure I ain't destroy it. A booktuber. Is it a booktuber? That's hilarious. Bedtime stories. So this chapter, they got everybody with their like thumb in their mouth and just looking. It's hilarious. Oh man, this is comedy. I'm in the car down the I'm laughing. Yo, this is funny stuff. You guys are funny. And you don't know that people. I'm into comedy. I love comedy. Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love a good joke. I can dish it and I can take it. Yeah, they just started. They just gave Jersey the go ahead to open up gyms 25% with a hell of a lot of restrictions, like a lot of restrictions. So let's see how it goes. But knowing Jersey, somebody's gonna mess it up, and then the governor's gonna fling that back up and just say shut down again. You know how Jersey is crazy like that. So we'll see how it goes. But we're at 25% open right now. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is one of those movies that even though you know what's gonna happen, you still laugh. You know exactly what's gonna happen, but you laugh still. That's it, BS life. I can't deal with people like that, my BS life. Like people who can joke, but then once you joke back to them or they can't take it, it's corny to me. You got to be able to laugh at yourself too. I love roasts, but you're not gonna. We got you gonna roast me. I don't like being. I wouldn't want to be the roaster. I'd be the roastee though. That makes sense. Yeah, that's hilarious. They throw you right into that movie. The scene in the beginning, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is one of the funniest people of all time. Even in Ace Ventura, he's hilarious. But the scene where he's in a limo and he just is looking back, all the destruction is behind him. It is this pure comedy. And Ace Ventura, when he tries to stick his head through the rhino, he is sweating, yo, bro. Just thinking about that has me cracking up. Jim Carrey is an idiot. A roasting session. I would do a roasting session. That'd be hilarious. Changing people's lives. What's up? Definitely. Nah, definitely. So my top five. The Mask is The Mask is a great movie. My top five movies. I always think about this. My top five movies are no particular order: Dumb and Dumber, The Book of Eli, um, Inception, The Wood, and I just watched this the other day, and it flung into my top five. Above the Rim with Tupac. Above the Rim is my favorite basketball movie. It was White Man Can't Jump. It was like going like this neck and neck, but Above the Rim, I just feel like the acting is better and it's more realistic when they play like the game basketball. That's my top five. Inception is a great movie. I don't know if you guys are into dreams and stuff like that, but if any of you guys here are into dreams or anything like that, please see. And you've never seen Inception, please watch Inception. It's one a dream within a. It's one of the craziest like endings. It's a crazy movie. Yeah, I love the Book of Eli. I just love that. I love that like end of the world like savior kind of thingies. I like that feeling. Sunset Park is a great movie, Kevin. That is a great movie. That's a great bastard. That's a great movie, man. I like Pac. So above, and I felt like Tupac is a great. He did some great acting in Above the Rim. Like, he really like acted well. His part, he played. Everybody in Above the Rim played their role perfectly. Marlon Wayans played his role perfectly. Um, I forget what the star guy. I forget what his name is, but he's in mad movies too. A dream within a dream within a dream. I could watch that movie all day. It's such a crazy thing, and I'm very into dreams, and I always think like it's so crazy how we never know the beginning of a dream. Like we just literally go to sleep and we're like 10 minutes into the dream already, and there's no like go to sleep. Okay, this is gonna be the beginning of the dream. It's like we're already in it, and then once we're in the dream, we're like, man, this is so great. I'm never gonna forget this. This is the greatest dream ever. Like, I cannot forget this. Then you wake up, and no more than 10 seconds after you wake up, you forget everything you dreamed about. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I'm really into that stuff. Like, I would really, if any of you guys know anything about dreams, I would definitely want to be educated on that stuff. He's like, what's the craziest dream you ever had? I don't know about that, Danny. The craziest dream? I have crazy. So I dream. I don't know about you. I dream every night. Every night I have a dream. Um, the craziest dream. I mean, there's dreams that I can remember. So there's like the dreams that I remember the most is like when I'm getting chased and I can't run fast, and then it feels like my feet are like in cement. Like it's so stupid. Or when somebody's coming after me and I try to lock the door and now the door won't lock. And then they smash open the door and they're right about to kill me. And I like force myself to wake up. Like those are the ones that I remember the most. But to lose it when you lose all your teeth, no. But I do have dreams where you like get shot or get hit and it kind of hurts. You'd be like, ow, that actually like hurt. Like it's not supposed to hurt. I didn't think this was real. I don't know what lucid dream means. I know that's a song. I know somebody has a song. I don't know if it's J. Cole. What does that mean? Lucid dream. Start writing down your dream. That's what I'm trying to do. No, Jax, that's what I try to do. So after I wake up, I try my best to put it right into my phone and just put like the main because I still don't remember everything, but I remember like the main like parts and stuff, like the main like I've had like dreams where I felt like where like the world ended and I felt like it was really like the end of the world. Like I was like, is this real? Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's a Juice World song. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Lucid Dream. Yeah, I like that song actually. That song is fire. No, I'm definitely into dreams. Yeah, this has been great, guys. Oh man, you guys are great. This way. This. Thank you so much, musician family. I appreciate it. Um, this is way past. I was gonna say way past my bedtime. This is way past my expectations. Like this is like I was literally like, okay, is the mic at the right angle? Is the camera on me? Is the lighting right? Are they gonna be able to see my face? Like, do I have the right backdrop? Like, I'm very anal when it comes to stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then I'm gonna turn on the live, and I'm be like, okay, there's one person in here. It's me and Jashim. Jashim, we could have just done this over IG if it was just gonna be me and you. That was my mentality. But nah, you guys are great for coming in. Thanks a lot, Vince. You're the man. You are the man. Way past my bedtime. Thank you, Ace B. Dandy Bambi, I'll see you later. I'll be at yours. I got through mine. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. I'm like, all right, the first live stream done. Get it out the way. It's like making your first. It's kind of like even though like we made a lot of videos now, we're way into making videos. Like now when we make a video, it's kind of like, all right, we're making another video. But this is like resetting it right back. Like this is the first live stream. It's like, all right, and this is not like making a video. And the funny thing is, Jasheen told me that. He was like, no, it's like it's not gonna be like making a video, and he's definitely right. But like I said, like anything, we just gotta you gotta do. Like the quicker we start doing and taking action, is the quicker we start learning and getting better at stuff. You're the man, musician family. I respect that support. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, kick it with Dang. You're too busy. You were too busy trying on new clothes and gear. You got 800 pairs of sneakers. Kick it with Dang. You gotta send some over here. And when you do a live stream, kick it with Dan, you could do a live stream about your sneaker collection. That'll take 2 hours. He said Coach kept reading to us. Now we're gonna end this soon anyway. You guys are the best. The best. I am overcome with joy. He said you missed the book club. I read. Yeah, I read. We sat down, we had a sing along. It was great. It was great times. The funny thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna go back and watch this. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this like myself. Probably am, but we'll see. Kick it with Dan. Yes, I have a friend who lives in SoCal. He's in not Orange County. Where is he at? Freak. I forget where he's at, but he's in SoCal, and he wants me to come out there. He does basketball training out there. He wants me to come visit. Before all this happened, before all the corona and all this happened, I was this summer, this August, right now, around this time, or early this, like I was planning to come to go to Cali. I haven't been there since the Kobe game. So I'm gonna once everything dies down and everything kind of gets back to whatever. I will be taking a trip to Cali. That's on my bucket list. Rose, thank you for coming through. Read us a bedtime story for. So I'm just gonna open it. He said, "Read us a bedtime story." Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna just open the page and just whatever page it landed on and just say whatever. But yeah, one more story. You mean like a bedtime story, like from the book, or like a real life story? I have stories for days, guys. You wouldn't even imagine the things that I've like even the video I showed you guys with the where my with the girls hit the buzzer beater from half court. I wish I had somebody there recording the whole experience because it was the whole weekend and it was so much that went into getting to that point of her hitting the half court shot. And I wish I had like video on that. See you, Jen. Thank you for the support. He said one more bedtime story. Uh, Rita's goodbye. I know, but are you talking about like a real life story from me, or are you talking about from the book? 'Cause I could tell you stories. I don't know if I don't want YouTube to give me a strike. My stories is out there. It's like, so I could. I got a good story for you guys. I got a good one that I could tell you from your booktuber. Your first broken. I have a good story I can tell you guys. Actually, this is as your first broken heart story. I've never actually. I'm lying. I definitely had my heart broken, bad, but that's not. That ain't it. My BSI. No, there's a story from where I was at a tournament and we thought we were about to get shot up. Like imagine like 5,000 people, women, children, men, babies, like all in one place, thinking that somebody's coming in there about to shoot it up. Like, yeah, that's a story I can tell you. Let me know if you want me to end with that story because that's a crazy story. I'll tell if you guys want. I'll tell that story and then call it a night. Okay, all right. So I'll tell this last. I'll tell this last story and we'll call it a night. All right, I got you, Ace. We were in Atlanta, good old Atlanta, Georgia. Good old Atlanta, Georgia, home of the Jesus. No, but so this was about I want to say 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, something like that, 2 or 3 years ago. And we had a tournament in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was at the big convention center right across from where the Falcons play and right across from where the Atlanta Hawks play. And so how they do it is they set up the basement area. They knock out all the tables. They take everything out of there, and then they put courts on there. So they put one court here, another court here, and it's like 20 odd courts in one big area in the basement. And then we just play a bunch of games down there. So this was a tournament. So this was the second day of the tournament. So just imagine, like I said, like 5,000 people down there. We're playing. The girls are playing games. Teams from anywhere, Atlanta, teams from Jersey, teams from Chicago, teams from LA, Texas, teams from Canada, teams from everywhere. We're just all around. And so games like normal, it's around like 5:30. Normal AAU experience. So I'm not coach. My team is done for the day. I'm watching the older girls, so I'm sitting on the bench like this, and I'm watching them play in front of me. So I'm seated right next to the exit door. How they do for the AAU games is they have one exit and one entrance, so they make sure that when you walk in, you have a band, so that random people aren't just coming in because the parents and like the spectators have to pay to get in. So imagine everybody having to go in and go out, go in one door and get out one door. Like there's only one way access. So it's about like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and these kids just start running. So it's like five kids, and I'm talking about sprinting across towards the door, the house to go out the door. But we don't think nothing of it because it's like an AAU. Like the kids are running around all the time, so we're not even thinking nothing of it. So then 10 more kids to start running. So that caught my attention. Everybody else, I don't know what everybody else was thinking, but that caught my attention. I'm like, wait, this is a lot of kids just running. Then all I hear, I don't know if I heard correctly, but I heard, he had a gun. Oh my God. As soon as I heard gun, done. Everything shut out. I don't care. Everything, I went into go mode. I just saw everybody running towards the door. When I talk about everybody, I was like, yo, if I stay here, I'm gonna get stampeded. Like they're gonna run over me. So I'm like, what I got to do right now is get as many as the girls that came with. So all the girls are part of my program. I was like, I got to get as many as I can in this 2 seconds and then have them with me. And then we got to try to run out this door. So I got like 2 girls on my right, 2 girls on my left. And then we are hauling for the door because we heard guns. So we're thinking somebody is just about to start shooting up the place. So babies getting trampled, parents getting trampled, refs getting trampled, coaches getting trampled. Like everybody's trying to go out one door, 5,000 people. It was so crazy. Luckily, me and the girls I was with got out the door. So I had to make a split decision. There's an escalator. I don't know if you guys ever seen the escalators where you can literally only fit one person. Like the escalator is like this tight. It's only one person. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, so people are trying to run up the one that's going down, going up the one that's going up like this, crazy. So I'm like, I might be able to get up and handle myself by myself, but there's no way I'm going to be able to bring all 4 of them up with me. I'm like, there's no way because people are getting trampled and getting knocked off the escalator. So I'm like, I got to make an executive decision. So I'm like, split decision. Let me just see if there's somewhere else to go. So we just like glancing around the corner and there was doors there. So I was like, all right, please be open, please be open, please be open, please be open. So we hit it and the doors open and it opened to like the bottom part of the building where like the shipments come in and all that stuff. So we saw that and then we just turned to the left and saw sunlight. So we just started sprinting towards sunlight. So the girls were dropping their cell phones, shoes were coming off, backpacks. It was so crazy. It was one of the craziest things. So eventually we got outside. So we're now we're kind of at least we're like, okay, we're outside and we're hopefully safe right now. But come to find out, like I peeked back inside and I'm like, okay, I don't hear guns or nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, so at least nobody's shooting up the place. And then to come to find out what happened is, so I don't know, I think it's called the scaffold. I think that's what they call them, the scaffold, the things that hold like the top of the buildings, like the long like bars that hold like the top up. So one of those things like bent. That's what made the loud noise. Like went like that and bent. So if that ceiling came down with everybody there, talk about like tragedy, lawsuit, like that would have been the worst thing ever. Like that would have been crazy. But luckily there was no gun, but the kids don't know that. You know what I mean? This is young kids. They don't know what's going on. But it was definitely a lot of injuries. Like people had to go to the hospital. It was crazy. They were thinking about canceling the whole tournament, but they decided to give the teams, whatever team wanted to leave, they gave them the option to leave and get a refund or half their money back or something like that. But if you wanted to play still, you could stay and play. And we decided to still play because they fixed the top of the ceiling. But yeah, that's my crazy story. But crazy. I think that that was total chaos. But guys, this was fun. Like I said, I think that's it for tonight. Wow, Justine, wow, man. I wish I have video of it. I have video, but the video is not good. You don't see the real, like the craziness. You only see a little bit of the glimpse of it. But it was way worse than it was bad. It could have been worse, but thank you all, everybody. I want to say thank you all for coming into this live stream, for chatting it up. I love it. Guys, all the support is so appreciated. I'm glad you guys were able to connect with each other too. I just love this community that we're building. I enjoy like this whole process. This whole YouTube journey has been great so far. I'm looking forward to where it can go from here. So I'm definitely going to try to continue to do these live streams every Friday like this. So just use it as the end of the week is here. We can relax, chill, chop it up, and just talk and vibe out. So thank you guys all again. Till next time, this is Coach Kev, Purpose Driven, and I'm out. See you when I see you. Peace. And don't forget, hit that like button, guys, if you can. Like button. Peace.